just got a large scent. It's a matron. Silver! You got silver.
Did I get silver?
Okay, now I'm freaking out. Okay. It's a barber. Are you kidding me? You can see that edge. So is that not one of the nicest straight busts you've ever seen? Hey everyone, I'd like to start by saying this video is a little weird. I was out with Nugget Noggin and Soren again, and we did about 2 days of hunting on and off because I was about to leave on a trip, so I didn't have that much time. But it was kind of just very fast digging. I hadn't been out in a little bit, and I took out my cameras a few times, not for every find, but if you want to see more footage, definitely go to Nugget Noggin's channel and check out his videos from these hunts, because we really had just incredible hunts altogether. The first clip you're about to see is basically, I just turned on my machine 3 feet from the road. I wish I took a longer video and showed you. Nugget Noggin, you can kind of hear Soren scream it out. Like, we haven't even gotten our stuff out. Nobody had taken their equipment out of the car. I just kind of turned on my machine and I got an 80 signal. I dug a Drake bus half cent right here at like 3 inches down right off the road, and that started the day with a banger. So I hope you guys enjoy and just yeah, enjoy. Okay guys, I'm back. I finally got a new phone so I can start taking videos again, and I'm out here today with Michael Bennett and Soren, and we're gonna be hitting a 1770s inn site in this field over here. So hopefully we get some good stuff, and we're digging for the next 2 days. So I'll show you what we get. See you then. Yeah, and I just dug a Drake bus half cent. No
stuff out.
way.
Crazy.
That is awesome. Okay, I'll see you guys at the next.
So we're at a new site now. We have Soren and Netnell, and just got a signal down here, and it's silver. I don't know if you can see it. Looks like a ring. Let's see if it's old. Ooh.
Oh, it's
a peace ring.
Still, it's silver. That's
yeah,
definitely
that's still pretty cool.
Awesome.
First signal of the day.
So it is extremely windy out here. Nugget's up over there. He has a 1819 beautiful matron. Soren's got a tomback button and a few other things. I dug a beautiful rat-tail pewter spoon. I just got a 75 signal. Just this nice big colonial tomback button. It's got to be cleaned up, but you can see it coming through over there on that edge. So we're gonna stick with it. We're not sure this is exactly where the site was, but we're finding things, so we're gonna stay and get through it. All right, see you at the next one. So windy out here. I hope you can hear me. I just got a slamming 85 signal, not too far from the car. I'm about to empty my pouch. Thought I'd finish it live. It's right there. I hope this is something good. Oh, no. Piece of iron. Okay, see you guys at the next. Great signal right as we're packing up to switch sites. We're gonna see what it is. Hopefully it's a scopper on the day. I just got a big D buckle that rang like an 84. I thought that would be one. See what you got.
Yeah, let me do it.
Yeah, no, I'll just help you move. That's a cool one. Oh, it's
another
a
one. Oh, no way. That'd be a large signal.
Dang, that's exactly what mine was, man. I'm sorry. All right, well, hopefully we can get one more before we head out. See you guys there. Okay, guys, we're at our second site of the day. We believe there was a house here. We don't know how old, so we're gonna find out, but it's a nice property. Some dead grass and stuff, so it's pretty high, but hopefully we do well. I got Nugget and Soren still, so see you at the first hole. Guys, so Nugget just uncovered this gravestone of a Freemason here next to the house. I'm not sure if this was the family cemetery, because the main cemetery is up on the hill over there. But that's just really cool. We'll let the Historical Society know and the property owner that this is here. But yeah, that's just a sick find and really cool. Hopefully it can be preserved.
Wow.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna interject one last time, just to give you guys some context for what's going on at this point, because I hadn't been taking out my camera much due to a lack of finds. Basically, after that first site, which was where the first kind of in my town was, we moved on to that second site where Nugget found that really cool Freemason headstone and everything, and it was just filled with trash. It is a colonial site. I'm pretty sure it was owned by a Rev War soldier based on my research afterwards, but we did not find a thing there. It's just littered in trash. We think the house was around till like the 50s. And it's been used as a dump and stuff. So then we moved on to some cellar holes that have been pounded by both me and another guy. And I had hit one of them, and a GW has been pulled out of one. And we started at the first one. I got like a small button and like a spoon bowl and stuff. Then we went to the second one where the GW had come out of, and we weren't really finding anything. But Soren, he had the guts, and he went into the really bad like thorns and everything on one side that nobody had really been hitting. Got just a 73, 75 signal at an inch down, dug it, and he pulled the GW, and it was gorgeous. It's you can see, I'll throw up in pictures, the eagle on both sides. It's one of the rare eagle varieties. I think it's like a 4 for rarity. It may be more than that, but it's just a gorgeous button and a remarkable piece of history. So I had to like run down the hill. I was way out to go and see him after he dug it. Because I just heard him, he yelled up, he's like, "I got a dandy," and I was like, the first thing I asked was, "Is it a GW?" And he screamed back, he's like, "It's a GW," and flipped, and it was awesome. So you may ask why I was like so chill about it and everything. I actually dug my first GW button this previous year, the week before my birthday, actually, in the fall, and that's why I'd already found one. So I beyond incredible find. Mine's not nearly as nice at all. It's a different variety, and I'll show you guys some of that. I never actually took video of mine because when I found it, I couldn't believe that it could possibly be that. I couldn't really tell. It was pretty dirty. So I didn't take video of it, but I do have pictures, and I'll give you guys kind of that backstory to mine. And I will be going back to that site and really pounding the area to look for more, but we spent hours after that, good like hour and a half looking for more because it was pretty immediate, and we couldn't really find anything else spectacular there. We found a few things like pocket watch pieces and other like minor relics, but nothing really amazing. So that was kind of the find of the day, and just a spectacular, as Nugget said, find of a lifetime for Soren and all together, and that made our hunt. So that's where the picture at the beginning of this video comes from, with Soren and I both holding our different GW buttons. And I'll give you a flash of mine right now, and throw in some pictures and tell you the story about it.
Hey guys, I knew this would happen. I took Soren to a
Nugget
Nugget to a new site.
That's
crazy.
great
GW.
man. Congratulations, that's a lifetime find.
Thank you.
We'll get a close
Oh,
up
that
in a
is
minute.
beautiful. It's one of the eagle varieties. Wow, that is amazing. Congrats, man. You hit it, but
Yeah, just barely. It's a barely.
beautiful. Nice job, man.
Okay guys, so here's my display case for dandy buttons, and there it is. There's my GW. I'll try to give you a better close-up. I want to be careful with it. You can see, I'll throw up some pictures. It is the dotted script GW button variety. It says "Long live the president" around the edge. You can see hopefully the O there for long there. I'll flash up some pictures. You can read president, and that's neat. Sadly, it's bent up, of course. The shank is busted off on the back, and it's in pretty rough shape. But the reason for that is I found this in New York week before my birthday, and it's a really amazing story on how I got it and how I was so fortunate to dig it. Okay, so as I'm flashing up some pictures of non-dug examples and then the dug examples of my GW, I'm going to kind of give you the background, the story of how I found it, and then we're going to continue with this video. So starting off, basically, it was a week, exactly 1 week before my birthday. It was a Sunday, and my dad kind of grabbed me and was like, "Hey, you want to go up on a drive with me? We can go antiquing, stuff like that." I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Um, he was gonna go up to a place in New York where there's a bookstore that he really loves. My dad's a book collector. Um, and we decided to go up there, and I had been there multiple times before. I actually found my first Indian head penny there. The house is from like 1880, but it's right along the main road where British troops had traveled during the Rev War, and where a lot of really historic activity went on. The oldest building in town from like the 1740s is on the property, a brick building, which is now used as a barn, and there's a colonial inn right across where I forget what president stayed there and stuff like that. And the Battle of Bennington actually took place very close to there in that kind of region. So I decided I was in normal dress clothes, just everyday clothes. I wasn't in my metal detecting clothes, but I knew my dad can sometimes take a little while when he's at a place like this. So I decided to just grab my equipment off the porch, just grab my metal detector, my shovel, and my pinpointer. I didn't bring like my pouch. I didn't bring anything, bad shoes, nothing else. Just brought that. And so once we got there, I decided, hey, I can maybe just like for fun swing around, see if I can dig anything. So we get there, and he has a very small yard that's really grown up. So I'm just swinging around. I did dig a wheat penny, and I dug some modern trash, some modern coins. And literally, this is a highway. I'm a foot from the road, right where his mailbox is. I just get a slamming signal in the 70s, 75, 76. And there's already, like, there's a hole there where it looks like an animal dug it up and just gravel and everything sitting around. So I stick my pinpointer in, and I get this I get a signal, so I just look in and I grab the button. And at first I didn't think it was a button. I thought it was just going to be trash. I saw the design where you can see the G, which looks like an E for the script on the button. And I was just like, huh, this is weird. There's no way it could be. Because I dug multiple dandies before that I thought could have been a GW, and I was trying to make them look like it in my head. So I didn't believe it. But I was looking at it more closely, and it was really filthy. And I went inside and told my dad, I was like, hey, I think I just found a GW. And he didn't believe me because I wasn't really freaking out because I wasn't that sure. But I went into the car, I cleaned it up a little bit, and I was looking at examples. I found the picture that you guys just saw. I flipped out. This is by far the best find I've ever gotten. And it just made my year. The following week, I went back there for my birthday, and I found a 14 karat gold wedding band and an 1820 King George III farthing, or no, Hibernia halfpenny. And that's like just really, really changed metal detecting for me. Finding a GW was just amazing. It's something I've always wanted. So I was so ecstatic to have that opportunity and to do that, and that's why I'm so excited, and was so excited for Soren to dig his as well, because I know the feeling, and I was just so glad to be there for when he had this opportunity. So I'm gonna continue on with this clip, and then I do apologize. I ended up going to a friend's house in between these hunts after the GW. So I never got a wrap up with Nugget and Soren's finds. I do have pictures of theirs, but I didn't do an overall wrap up with all of ours from this day. I did the next day. So I'm kind of going to stop rambling now. And I hope you enjoyed. And as always, thank you for watching and for all your support.